In this video, we are about to explore the topic of talent versus skill in singing. I would love for us to discuss what talent and skill mean in the world of vocals, what is the difference between them, and what does it all mean in the grand scheme of things. Let's begin our story with
노래를 너무 잘하세요. 언제부터 이렇게 잘한 거예요?
사실 그냥
네.
막 회사 들어오기 전에 딱히 막 배우거나 보컬 레슨 받은 적 없는데 그냥 어쩌다 보니 뭔가 노래가 나와요. 제가 약간 그냥 흥얼거리면서 뭔가 되게 노래 잘한다 라고 스스로 이거 깨달았어요.
그러니까 날 때부터 잘했다라는 말씀이신 거죠?
네.
좋아요. 그럼 원래 꿈도 가수였나요?
talent, the natural ability to be good at something even without being taught. That's one definition. Talent is like a mysterious, inexplicable gift that separates one from the average. Talent is also often a gift of potential. Ningning, by recognizing and admitting her natural ability, doesn't of course mean that she was born with the ability to sing exactly like this.
갇힌 표정들 날 웃게 만든 모든 걸 이제 상념들은
She herself admits later that she wanted to keep on growing as a vocalist.
좋아요.
그 약간 재능 있나 봐요 하고 계속 약간 이 재능을 발전하고.
So what are the traits of a talented vocalist? Let me give you a few examples. Talented vocalists learn more quickly and more easily. They pick up certain technical aspects of singing better, they experience great progress over time, and can develop their voices to a point sometimes unreachable to some. Because life isn't fair. Another example would be that some singers have a very sensitive ear, so they're good at catching even really small off-key moments. A talented singer may be someone who has a gift of connecting with the audience, of communicating emotion through singing in a way that touches people and makes them remember how they felt while listening to a song. To an extent, talent can also be expressed through charisma or even tone of voice. Coming back to Ningning, among her other vocal strengths, she really does strike me as someone who naturally feels the music well and is musically intelligent. She also exudes a very calm, effortless energy when she sings. Well, some people are meant to sing, and it's clear that ningning is one of them.
그거를 깨달고 그냥 나는 가수 해야겠다. 그리고 지금까지도 저는 가수를 해야 하는 사람이라고 해야 되나?
정해진 운명이라서.
I've said that talent is often a gift of potential. And like with basically anything, potential matters only about as much as how it's utilized. However, it's not to say that talent doesn't matter. It absolutely does. It's the unique spark that is sometimes impossible to replace or teach. Is it fair? Well, it doesn't have to be. But since singing isn't only about, or perhaps even mostly about talent, the story I'm trying to tell would be incomplete without. How do you go from this to this? Taemin for sure knows the answer. He debuted in SHINee at the age of 14, holding the position of a main dancer of the group. Allegedly due to his dancing skills being Taemin's main forte, he hasn't received much vocal training for at least 2 first years of his career. Taemin's vocal shortcomings were evident and painfully obvious. Even with limited lines, he still would need help to get through his parts live. Well, you could listen to him back then and say, this boy just doesn't have it. Singing isn't really for him. He simply does not have much talent for it. And I know it's harsh, but I wouldn't blame you for thinking that. For reference, here is Ningning at the age of 13. At that point, Taemin didn't lack passion for singing. He was in fact determined to sing, even despite being teased and made fun of.
라디오 이제 DJ 하시는 분한테 이제 저 오늘 노래 좀 시켜주세요 이럴 줄 알았는데 그래서 이제 알겠다고 알겠다고 하고 또 혹시나 이제 운영하지도 못했었어요. 오늘 혹시 기회 되면 저 노래 좀 시켜주세요. 그때 이제 슬슬 마칠 시간이 됐다고 이제 DJ분께서 그렇게 말씀을 하시는 거예요. 그래서 제가 그때 눈빛을 딱 봤어요. 그래서 이러면서 갑자기 생각이 나시는 거예요. 그래서 정말 생뚱맞게 다들 이제 마지막으로 하고 싶은 말이 있는데 태민 군이 노래하고 싶대요.
웃긴 게 뭐냐면 라디오 가서 한 소절 부르려고 그걸 차에서 4만 번을 부른 거예요.
As you know, however, Taemin has been able to improve immensely and became an impressive vocalist. Against all odds, it seems like. That's the thing about skill. Skill is earned through training, practice, effort, and time. You don't get to control how much talent you naturally have for something, but you can control how much effort, time, and dedication you put into mastering a craft. Yes, singing can be an art, but this art has its rules. Vocalists are artists about as much as they are athletes. Singing itself is incredibly complex and nuanced. It's an activity that engages both body and mind. Vocal training is a process that can be as exciting and rewarding as it is frustrating and tedious. And it never stops. Those who take time to develop their voices beyond what's been given to them by nature deserve all the praise. Let's not think of talent and skill as two opposite, contrary forces. They're more like two sides of the same coin that are meant to complement each other. To have talent is a beautiful, special gift, but talent still can and even should be trained and further developed. When it comes to skill, we naturally respect those who work hard to improve. But it is also important to remember that people have their limitations, and sometimes no amount of training will change that. That is the uncomfortable truth. You may not always have the best cards on hand, but you can choose to use them well, even if you won't be able to win every game. I suppose the best vocalists, the best of the best, have started with a great talent that was then trained and polished. We sometimes take a look at a lot of newer idols and compare them vocally to previous generations with frustration, pity, and disappointment. One might even say they don't make talents like X anymore. They don't. See, I don't think that's quite the case here, and I believe that the industry is still full of vocally talented young people who are left to perform and do their best on stage, often without the proper preparation. That's why the results may leave a lot to be desired. It's not that idols lack talent for singing, but a lack of good skill is what's the main problem. That's my little 2 cents. And that is also all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think about all of this. I'll see you in my next one. For now, bye guys.